Welcome back to the channel. Have you started yet? Have you started preparing? Because we are really getting to peak insanity out there. Things are rapidly deteriorating on so many fronts, and we're gonna talk about it. And then we're gonna go in the greenhouse. Most of the video is gonna be what I filmed yesterday in the greenhouse that I was gonna share. But we've gotta have a discussion. What are you doing to get started? It's time to get off your butts. Oh my word. So we've been gone, so we haven't got to see. Oh my goodness, she is beautiful. It's been tough being away from the cow all day long. So Becca, what are the leading choices for a name?
Oh yeah, we changed her name to Sprinkles now.
Sprinkles.
I don't know, there's a few others.
I like Utter Busty, but Becca has vetoed that. So Sprinkles and Sparkles.
Dottie.
Dottie.
But that one's not as cute. Bambi.
Bambi.
Looks like a little...
It seriously looks more deer than cow. So if you guys have any ideas, maybe you could help us name the calf, please. Thank you. Put it in the comments below. Get her done. That is stunning. You've never seen a mini Jersey look like that, nor like Mama. Yep, we do things just a little odd. Oh, look at that in the mud. Put in the 4-wheel drive. All right, I'm serious. In the comments, what do you want me to name her? What do you want Becca to name her, as if I'm in charge? Sorry, correction. Becca told me that I get to name the bulls, and I saw right through it. It's just because we sell the bulls, but the ones that we keep, she's in charge. So if you put it in the comments, I will put it in front of Becca and see if you can be the winner. You won't get anything because I'm not getting paid for this. Like and subscribe. So I've been locked up all day in a gymnasium at a drill team dance competition with my 2 little girls. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing that this daddy loves than watching his daughters dance. But I'll also tell you what, after watching hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other daddy's daughters dance, well, let's just say I need a break. I'm wound up. I'm fired up. So there's a lot going on, and I'm afraid that a lot of people aren't paying attention. And if you're not, you need to start. Because, I mean, we just were announced today that a very prominent arrest is going to take place on Tuesday, that of a former president of the United States. And I don't care if you hate the Orange Man. You have to know in your mind and in your heart that that's not a good thing for an already divided country. It's coming. Something that I have been thinking about is, like, remember in 2019 when all of a sudden the overnight lending between the banks dried up, the repo market? Don't worry, I'm not going to go crazy financial weird on you, but that overnight lending market dried up. I mean, never had happened, and the feds had to rush to do all this liquidity, and it was chaos. I'm like, what does this mean? What is going to happen because of this? Well, I don't know, but it was only a few days later, you know what they did? They announced an impeachment trial against the Orange Man. And I'm not saying I know that that's related. And I'm not saying that I know that it's related right now, that suddenly we have a massive hysteria in all things banking. And then all of a sudden this. I don't know what's going on, and you don't even have to draw the lines with conspiracy to know that you better get up off your couch and get started. For me, I've been in the greenhouse. I'm going to spend the rest of this video showing you what I did yesterday. Just kind of reviewing inside the greenhouse. But again, this is not the Manti Greenhouse channel. It's the Manti Homestead. What are you doing? there's enough motivation out there between everything going on in the banks, the stock markets. Why is gold and silver exploding? A lot of times when there's this kind of volatility, gold and silver actually drop. How come they're not behaving like they normally should? Why were the two banks that failed last week? Why were they pretty much the two most important banks when it comes to crypto? Is that deliberate? Coincidence? I don't know. But all these things have ramifications, and all of it will find its way. It will crawl through its web right to your doorstep. So what are you doing? If it crawls up, and if chaos and tragedy and instability wind up at your door and knock on your door and open up your door, what are they going to find? Are we just comfortable watching Netflix? Or are we out there doing something? Are we making a plan of what we're going to do? Not to be alarmist, because I'm not an alarmist. The alarms are going off. I mean, so we haven't really even talked about the fact that our drone was flying over international waters and Russia clipped the propeller of one of those drones and it went down. Oh, and that was after they sprayed fuel on the drone. The America that I have known in my short 43 years of existence never would have had people playing with us like that. And the America that I grew up with would never have taken that. But we are suddenly laughing stocks. In addition to that, we've got a whole lot of people waking up wondering what in the Sam heck the last 3 years has been about. Not just from origins, but also the response, the consequences of the response. I mean, these are things that are going to shake institutions and churches and governments, the medical industry. Not being an alarmist. The alarms are going off. The fire is raging. You don't need a siren. You can see the smoke. You can see the flames. So anyway, just me shaking the tree a little bit. Maybe it's because I've been wound up doing the dance thing all day. But I am putting some cold air in my lungs and I'm ready to get to work. I hope you are as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video inside the greenhouse. I'm just going to patch that into this. And in the comments, will you please tell me if you want to see, well, what you want to see more of in these videos. I mean, I could rant forever politically. Some of you don't like that. I could rant forever in the greenhouse. Some of you want to just be entertained. You know what? I don't mind wearing multiple hats. But if you do get a chance to like and subscribe, that would be awesome. My goal is to see if I can hit 1,000 subscribers, but I'm going to need your help. It won't happen without you. I do really enjoy watching the channel grow. I like reading the comments because, you know, whatever we are facing, we're facing together. I truly believe that. If we don't bind together, then whatever this evil and corruption is just going to roll right over us. And I'm a fighter. Bull crap. Let's wake up. Let's prepare for it. And maybe let's fix it. Let's don't let it die. Let's do something about it. All right, now to the greenhouse. All right, we're in the greenhouse. Before I patch in yesterday's video to you, I just want to tell you what it's like coming into the greenhouse. You know, it's about, what, 7:30 at night. The greenhouse is asleep, but it's so warm in here. It's 70 degrees. And, you know, I just did my little rant outside and, you know, froze a little bit. It's about 35 outside, 70 inside. And, you know, we were gone all day to the dance competition. And the cool thing is we had 3 of our boys at home. They had some service activities they needed to do this morning that we really wanted them to be a part of. So we let them tap out of the dance competition and watching it. And plus I didn't want to hear them whining all day long. You think I'm bad, you should hear them. So we let them stay home. And the good thing is there's things that has to be done. I mean, we just had the baby cow last night. And so today's the first day of the cow being around. And obviously it's tough for us to be away from that. That's where Mrs. Homestead is right now. Anyway, the cool thing is I could just call them and say, hey, I need you to go take care of the greenhouse. They know that that means in the day, opening the windows on both sides and coming in and watering. And they know that when you water, you have to water softly, you know, so because we've planted a whole bunch of seeds, as you'll see in the next video. The next video meaning shortly after I shut up. Anyway, they were able to do it. And that's something that we've been focusing on. Our kids work. We work our kids a lot. We feel like work is definitely a necessity, which a lot of us are not doing enough of to our kids, including us. But our kids know how to work. But something that we've realized is some of the regular homestead jobs, our kids, you know, are not aware of enough. And so what we've done the last couple of weeks is every day in the morning when my wife does a lot of the homestead jobs, she has been taking one of the kids one-on-one in the morning. They have to wake up a little earlier and they have to go with mom. And they go with mom and they learn, you know, how to do the feed and water for the rabbits. They learn what they have to do to feed the cow. And when Becca called the kids today and said, hey, you need to feed the cow. It can't be forgotten. Go get Trevor and Bryce. So she's talking to Devin. Go get Trevor and Bryce. They know exactly the amount that she needs. And anyway, I'm just grateful for those efforts of putting them to work. That's more redundancy of labor. And so we will continue to do that with our kids. I feel like it's an all hands on deck moment. Whatever we're doing, get the whole family involved. I think we will definitely see the fruits of that. All right, now on to yesterday's video, a tour inside the greenhouse. Well, a little update on the birds. There is the mama and the little babies come out to play. Crazy thing is he's about the same size as the mom. He can hardly fly.
It's his first day out.
It's his first day out. All of a sudden we had 3 birds. Look at that. So as far as I know, we only had 1 baby. And mom and dad are extremely protective. Look how good looking the daddy is. Daddy's a little smaller than mommy.
I need one more. Where'd you put yours?
The little family. Okay, I'm out here with Miss Keisha. What are we doing, sweetie?
We are watering.
We are watering. So she just got her brand new little water can. And we're filling it full of fish water, huh? Okay. Already. Look at that. Should we go put it on the banana? Okay, I'll follow you. Oh, it's all about having the helpers here at the greenhouse. So cute. Okay, go find a banana.
This is so heavy.
Yeah, that one is heavy, huh? Okay. Oh, it works good. Yep, she got this because she was a big helper for mommy. Oh, we could go do strawberries.
A big helper.
Am I a big helper? Okay. Should we do the orange tree?
Water.
Yep. Daddy-daughter power. Okay, water the blueberry. Good job. Okay, a little hack for our greenhouse. As you know, the birds are something that we want to have as a part of our greenhouse, but they do eat some of the young plants. So particularly the young broccoli, the young cabbage, and the young peas. And so look at that, problem solved. We were putting those nasty nets over them, but they were just hard to move. And so now we've just got the nets out of our way, and you can't even tell the little black buggers are there. So we won't have to keep these on very long. So here shortly, about the time the plants start pulling that up, then we'll just take those off. And you know, as you can tell, those finches are nothing for our broccoli, which we can't eat enough of. So they're going to seed. Anyway, there's the little hack, $1.25 from Dollar Tree. They do not pay me to say that. Okay, I am just loving watching this mom and dad bird. They're so protective. Can you see little birdie right there? And then mom and dad. And they're just flying around. He's marking his territory a little differently than dogs do it. But they're making it clear that our little baby's here. So I'm gonna go away because I love this. They just keep flying down to their new little bird. They must just have one. I think they normally can have 4 to 6-ish around there. If we see more, we'll let you know. So here I am on my lunch hour, and I thought it was on accident. Hey, get away. You want to have a water fight? Huh? Oh. Okay. You win. It's such a helper to have this girl here in the jungle. Watering things, no big deal. Hey. So what we're preventing with the baskets is we have all these peas that have come up and they've just been eaten right to the ground by the birds. And the carrots, you can't see them anymore. So we're gonna fix that. And still we're standing by the assessment that the birds are worth it. If we change our mind, we will try to be honest and not succumb to some weird aviation Stockholm syndrome.